Welcome back, fans, to the Pro Wrestling Report here on My24 Milwaukee and Fight TV. Damian Nelson sitting alongside David Hero, and it's time for this week's Hot News, which, of course, is brought to you by PWR Feedback Friday, where we discuss the current perils facing TNA Impact Wrestling right now.
We
also respond to your comments
I want to talk about
our broadcast. That's every Friday night at 5 p.m. exclusively on our YouTube channel. What about Vegas?
Well,
I had a great time in Vegas.
We did. It
was a great show last week. You did a good job, David Hero.
And how about Carmine DeSpirito and Rashi Brown?
Yeah. Seems like a person was missing by what I heard Carmine say, but more important than that, Mean Gene Okerlund, Lance Russell, interview never before done, never before seen, and guess who brought it to you?
But here's the thing. That interview never, ever, they've never, ever worked together like that.
And again, folks, it's time for this week's Hot News and some sad news to report as former WWE star Chyna, Joanie Laurer, passed away earlier this week. Chyna was found unconscious in her California apartment Wednesday afternoon. Chyna was 45 years old, and the official cause of death is not yet known. We did present a special episode of Primetime earlier this week celebrating the life of Chyna, and you can see that special right now, right here on our YouTube channel. WWE announced the suspension of Adam Rose and Connor of the Ascension last week for wellness policy violations, both receiving a 60-day suspension.
So that means it's their second for both, right?
Second for both.
And Adam Rose has gone public saying...
We'll get to that right now.
Well,
but he has indeed gone public.
I never would have guessed Connor would have been on something.
Rose, who is serving his second suspension for the same, has spoken out publicly about the situation on Twitter, saying, and I quote, "My family and I are still collecting ourselves from this blow." Right choice of words.
Well, I mean, it's like a body shot.
Oh, not. I have zero anger or animosity against WWE, Rose wrote, but I feel the administrators of the WWE wellness policy were just simply not right in taking this action. Didn't stop there. Went on to say, you, the WWE Universe, have the right to know the truth over my suspension and what it was for. I feel the facts are the facts, and my family and I will be the ones putting our lives back together after this mess. My response will be up soon, along with my doctors.
Interesting. He's the first guy to really publicly go after the wellness policy.
Rey Mysterio did, remember? He got suspended. Same thing, basically. Prescribed. I don't remember how it all fell out or ended up. But
let's face it, if... maybe it's medical marijuana. No, you don't get suspended for that. It's a fine.
I do know there are drugs that can show up that do indicate other things that are not, but that is generally confirmed with an immediate blood test following, and prescriptions being presented. So we don't know the details of that. He knows the details of that.
Dr. Black is not very well liked.
Blackwell?
No, Dr. Black. That's the guy's name that administers.
I thought it was Dr. White.
Well, he used to be.
WWE star Ryback recently conducted an interview in Dubai where he was also outspoken about his feelings in WWE, specifically his WrestleMania match, saying, and I quote, "The last 3 WrestleManias have not been great. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that, but it would have been nice to be on the show where both of us belongs. The United States title definitely belongs there." As you know, Ryback competed against Kalisto at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas just a few weeks back. I believe that piece airing on the USA Network pre-show, which... I'm sorry, appreciate your Ryback, but if you can put me in front of 102,000 people to wrestle a match on the grandest stage of them all, I don't care if it's on the pre-show or the main show, I'm appreciative to be there.
Yeah, but you want it, the money's on the pay-per-view.
But he had a match with Cena, didn't he? A couple of years ago at WrestleMania? No, Ryback did? He didn't?
No, he didn't.
You sure? Who did he wrestle at 29?
Was that New York?
Yeah.
It was Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm. And at 30?
I don't remember.
Oh, he claims the last 3 WrestleManias have not gone as he would have liked.
Well, no, of course not, because he wasn't main eventing.
And is he going to now?
Oh, God, no.
The E! Network has announced that the Bellas will be getting their own reality show on the network. Total Bellas will air in a 6-episode run in the fall on the E! Network. The show will be focused not only on Nikki and Brie Bella, but on John Cena and Daniel Bryan and their respective injuries and recoveries as well.
People Power, he'll be on there because...
John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, he married Mama Bella.
Folks, in ratings news this week, TNA saw an increase while Raw falls pretty hard. TNA Impact drew 312,000 viewers this week for the show featuring Hardy versus Hardy, up almost 10% from last week's showings. While WWE Raw averaged 3.3 million viewers, they taped a show from London this week.
That's why.
It's down around 200,000 viewers from last week. A lot of people read the spoilers.
I read it online before I watched it.
It was a good show. It was a good Raw.
It was a solid show. But I watched the spoilers. And
You can't say it was a good Raw, can you? You can't sit there and say it was a good Raw.
What was the
Why so much hate?
What was the stand-up moment on Raw for you?
Stand-out moment on Raw for
Yeah,
me
yes.
was Roman Reigns and his lack of a smile at any point during his time in the ring. Because I think Payback is going to be a pivotal moment for Roman Reigns.
I think Payback is going to be off the charts excitement.
Everybody out there on all 3 cameras,
Yes.
you are going to fall in love with Roman Reigns at Payback.
I don't know if I'd say that. I think Roman Reigns will become
They're going to fall in love with him.
the biggest
They're gonna
heat
fall in love
machine
with him.
in the company.
They're going to fall in love with him. We'll outline that scenario on Primetime Extra after this broadcast here.
Extra.